Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the National Parks and Monuments Trails series. Today, we traveled to Wyoming to take the Wraith Falls Trail at Yellowstone National Park. This trail is about 0.6 miles in length and took us around 20 minutes to complete. The trail is open to the sun for the vast majority of the hike, so even though it's a relatively short one, you'll still need that sunscreen. You can see the waterfall as you approach via the road, but where you park, you can't see the waterfall at all. The trail heads off into a little prairie area, and shortly thereafter you cross over a small brook, one with a tiny wooden bridge. We paused a moment here to look at the small brook, and then headed forward as the trail curves slightly to move along the hill, slowly gaining elevation as it brings you higher above the prairie. This section of the trail included some rather friendly ground squirrels. Good time to remind my fellow hikers that it is not a good idea to feed the animals, which is what I imagine led to these ground squirrels being so friendly. This higher elevation lets you overlook the river, and you can see the trail that leads to Yellowstone Falls from this elevated area. It's also hard not to notice the little flowers within the prairie. The trail then curves slightly and heads towards a patch of pine trees. This is where the path goes over a significantly larger, though still modestly sized brook. The bridge was very enjoyable, and we spent some time, once because there was a fantastic tree that shaded half the bridge, and also because I do very much enjoy the sound of water flowing downstream. So this was a really good place to relax with that ambient sound. There was a nice little breeze that accompanied it as well, and it just turned out to be flat out wonderful. The trail then continues and does an abrupt kind of U-turn and heads more rapidly up. This neat little section has flowers growing on the side and a railing as it is rather steep portion of the trail. The trail itself is a gravel type path, so on the way down you will need that railing to make sure you don't slide too quickly. My favorite part of this trail was the waterfall. It's a neat waterfall, but it's more of a cascade than a plunging waterfall. And it is a really cool cascade at that. From a distance, all you see is the white area between the trees. The spot is just the end of the trail, and it doesn't really open up, so as far as viewing areas for waterfalls, it's not the best one we've run into, but for this hike, it provided a decent view for an interesting and different looking waterfall. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. If you want to follow us as we explore new national park and monument trails, hit that subscribe button.